Welcome to Free Live Tarot Readings. I'm Tarot Oracle, and I do the readings. Let me see, I need to fix my camera.
It's 6:30. Time for the Tarot Oracle Show.
There we go. Now we're live. There we go. Renee and Erica, thank you for your donations. Sarah, Merry Christmas. Helena, Merry Christmas to you as well. I appreciate everybody joining tonight. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and all through the house, we had tarot towers stirring. Quiet as a mouse. Is that a thing? Is that a thing? Tarot towers and Christmas Eve. There it is. That's all you need. You know, that's all you need. That's all you need to enjoy Christmas. A couple of tarot towers and some good food and all of that other stuff. Samantha, thank you for your donation. Sora Lover, thank you for your donation. Renee, thank you for the double shot donation. We got 8 donations and we just started. That's a good thing. All right, let's see what we got going on. What's coming towards me quickly? Well, let's read it quickly. What's a good quickly deck? I like this one. We're going to go with this one. Start it out. Warm up the place with a little bit of the Tarot of the Divine and see what's going on. Ms. Rocky, welcome to the stream. How you doing tonight? Merry Christmas Eve to everybody. 'Twas the night before Christmas, and, you know, Tarot Oracle's here. Tarot Oracle is here. I guess that doesn't rhyme. It doesn't rhyme at all. But I mean, hopefully y'all forgive me, you know, it's just bad. It's bad rhyme. It's bad rhyme night. One of those. Bartman, welcome to the stream. What's going on? Okay. Let's see what's coming towards me quickly. Page of Swords, 3 of Cups, and Temperance. Interesting. 9 of Wands as well. What's coming towards you quickly is definitely some lessons. It's like some lessons, some things that you've needed to know, some things that you've asked, some things that are coming up in Dreamland, especially Dreamland, as we're sort of looking around. Samantha, thank you for your other donation. Some Dreamland action. Quickly, I think you have some very things that are going to be revealed within dreams. I think it's going to be masqueraded a little bit, but a lot of it is just going to be plain Jane, very obvious, very upfront. Maria, thank you for your subscription. Page of Swords says you do need to keep a journal, is what I'm saying. Keep a journal now. Figure out how to keep a journal or get your phone set up to record you quickly or something like that. Page of Swords says you don't want to lose this particular communication because it does have some good things, some interesting things that are happening within that realm. Nine of Wands says this is some information that is quite easy to miss, and you got to sort of catch it as you can. Nine of Wands does say there's some action and some activity that's coming up. Your dreams will let you know what's going on, how it's going to happen, what is going to happen, and definitely sort of what to do about it. 3 of Cups is basically you have a spirit guide that is sort of, you know, helping you out in this realm or helping you out in this regard. I think part of the communication is literally going to be dreams, but if you can't catch it, if you can't sort of log it and at least understand what the messages are coming in, it's going to be difficult to get that down and get that understood. Temperance also says that you have a couple of obvious things that are going to be happening within your life, a couple of obvious clues as well. Definitely watch for those and see what happens with that. But I think that is what's coming quickly. A lot of information from spirit guides jammed into activities that you see, things that you see on a day-to-day basis, as well as one of the important parts is going to be the dreams. Start keeping a journal now and save yourself a lot of time and frustration later. Cappy Ram, thank you for your donation. Hamburger and a Shake, Venus Rain, what is going on? Good to see all y'all tonight. How y'all doing? It's Christmas Eve. It is Christmas Eve. We are going to do the family thing tomorrow for Christmas. So that is, you know, that is going to be, we're not going to be here tomorrow. So, because it is Christmas. Renee, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate you so much. All right. Renee's got the triple shot tonight. Look at you, Renee, all fancy on Christmas Eve. Should I start looking for another job? What kind of job do we have? What kind of opportunities with the job do we have? Now, for the triple shot for you, tonight, the triple shot for you, we have the exact deck that I want to use tonight. It's going to be the Gregory Scott. The Gregory Scott Tarot is going to be the exact deck that we need for these questions. Because, Renee, I think you got a lot of stuff happening. You got a lot of stuff that you need to know. It's built in. It's dynamic in the tarot tonight. And you are going to need to watch out for this kind of stuff. You're going to need all the information we can get. Gregory Scott has so much added stuff in there that we need to sort of look at that. 6 of Cups, King of Swords, and The nine. This is something that you're really concerned about getting another job. You really are. You're really concerned about getting a different job. You're just worried about it. I mean, where you have to start over, number one. And number two, number one, you have to start over. And that's difficult because you got to prove yourself again to this new set of people that don't know you. That you do good work, but now you got to prove it to somebody else. You have to start over. There's a lot of starting over. There's a lot of frustration, a lot of things like that. And you're also worried you may not find anything. Nine of Swords, right? 'Tis the season. We are in the Christmas season. People are hammering down, locking down finances for the rest of the year. They've spent all their money. They're waiting for next year to come up so they can get some hiring done. It feels like there's a lot of sort of a downtime if you do looking for a job. Now, as far as we're concerned about it, King of Swords is your current job, though. It is a little bit too bossy. They are a little bit too just aggressive sometimes. They're really kind of, really kind of taking advantage of you sometimes. King of Swords next to this. Well, what are we going to do, right? We need some other outlet with that. Andrew, welcome to the stream. What's going on? Overall, I say yes, but be very cautious about it. Do not just go full steam with it. You don't want to sneak a little application here and there. I wouldn't just go full steam, tell everybody we're looking for another job, things like that. I definitely do that. But I would look on it on the sly, go slow, go steady, and I think you can be able to find something. Six of Cups says there are some opportunities out there for you indeed. All right, we got the other Renee thing. We got a weekend reading. How is Christmas going to go? What is going to happen? What kind of exciting, adventurous things do we got happening over here? I mean, and 'tis the season. We got New Year around the corner. We're going to have a lot of 2022 reads coming up. I see that as well. At 9 of Wands, 10 of Cups. I think it's a happy home, happy family. There are some good things. There's some nice, easy things, some simple things that happen. I think a lot of things sort of appreciating where you're at, what we're doing, all the blessings that we have definitely with that, right? 10 of Cups, happy home, happy family. I think everything's going to be pretty steady, pretty rock solid with that. 2 of Pentacles says you do have some choices to make as regard about what to do. It's almost like somebody is sort of backing you into a corner, asking you some questions, getting you to do this or scan that or do that or think about this or do that. It seems that people have a couple of requests for you. Right, we got to make some decisions with that as far as the stability is concerned. 9 of Wands as well. We have sort of a leaping off point, jumping off point that we need to take. In other words, what action do we take? We got a couple of options. Which one do we take? We got to make some decisions this weekend. Not a problem, but it does come up. 10 of Cups, overall, happy home, happy family. I don't see anything big coming out of this. Overall, it looks pretty smooth, pretty healthy, and all that other stuff. Sarah, thank you for your donation. Amir, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. All right, we're going to hold this for Renee's other reading in a minute. In the meantime, we got Samantha coming in with the triple shot. Look at this. What are Alyssa's feelings? Does Alyssa like us? Does Alyssa not like us? Let's go to the Tarot Tower. Let's get the Tarot of Oppositions. We're going to break this out early tonight because this is such a great deck. I love it. I love this deck, especially on Christmas Eve. It's got a lot of good stuff going. Lots and lots of good stuff going with it. Let's see what exactly is going to happen here. All right. I mean, let's see. Alyssa's current feelings. What are we going to do? Is Alyssa still on the same page as us, or have they wandered off with that? Oh, my. 8 of Swords. 8 of Swords, 9 of Cups, and the Moon. Alyssa hopes for the best, but expects the worst, is what I'm saying. Now. Alyssa has a very negative attitude. Alyssa hopes for the best and expects the worst. Alyssa's a glass half empty kind of person with that. 8 of Swords and a 9 of Cups. It says they want all of these good things out of the connection. They want all of these good things out of the connection, but they just a lot of times just don't know how to get that or don't know how to approach a situation correctly to where they can get it with ease. It feels like they're confused. A lot of times their feelings get in the way. A lot of times they're a little bit on the selfish side. The moon being here, being reversed, is Alyssa a lot of times is just on a different page with us emotionally. They don't understand what we're saying. They don't understand where we're going. They don't understand our needs. There is that sort of a feeling with it, right? They just don't understand. I think that's where they're at. I think it's going to kind of be something you're stuck with. You're going to have to put up with Alyssa's stuff. Alyssa's just going to be generating a lot of problems occasionally. But yeah, their current feelings, I think that they're disconnected emotionally, trying to figure out what to do about it. I think they have deep-rooted feelings for you, but they just don't know how to pursue that right now. They just don't know how to realistically get that done. I mean, realistically get it done, because a lot of times we have all of these things we want to do, but we just can't get it done effectively, and I think that's where she's at. Sora Lover coming in. How does B, the Aqua, feel about the Sag? Let's find out what is going on with that. We got a couple of Samantha reads after that, too, and we are rocking it tonight, my friends. It is Christmas Eve. It is Christmas Eve. I hope all of y'all have a fantastic holiday. I hope everybody gets all the good stuff that they want. I hope we get all of the fantastic king. Everybody gets a good meal in them. Everybody has a lot of fun, sees the family, sees what's going on with all of that stuff. Catch up on all the family drama, but also, you know, what everybody's doing and how everybody's doing. All right. For this, we're doing the Curious Travels deck, because that's a good Christmas deck, I'm telling you now. That's a good Christmas. We need more Christmas decks. I should have picked up the Rider-Waite, you know, the Santa Rider-Waite. What is it called? The Winter Weight. Yeah, I should have picked that. You know, I should have picked that up. Hindsight is 20/20, my friends, but I should have picked it up. That's the way it goes. Way it goes. Sarah, thank you again for your donation. I appreciate you. Got a pair of oppositions in the queue up here. It's going to be nice. It's going to be nice. All right, how do they feel about us? Do they like us? King? Yeah, we got it. This is interesting. This is interesting. It's almost like this is an unrealized love, an unrealized thing that just hasn't happened. It has not expanded the way that it needs to. It hasn't gone the way that it should, right? The Two of Cups. This is a good connection. Bottom line, Sora, you're looking for a lover because you're Sora Lover 10,000. I'm just saying, this is a good connection. Well, you know it's a good connection. Two of Cups. Can it work? Is this something that could work? Ace of Wands says there's a lot of unrealized stuff that's in here. Unrealized means we haven't taken the next step. We haven't done what we need to do. Maybe we fell out. Maybe we had a couple of speed bumps in the road. Seven of Pentacles says we certainly tried. We certainly tried. This is something, if you just laid out a map of how to get from A to B to C, I think everything would work, quite frankly. I think that there is a level of commitment from both parties. I think if we really got serious with it, we really got a connection going, we could get a lot of stuff done. But the king just says, hey, this is not something that I'm, fully committed to yet. Not something I'm fully ready to go all the way with it yet. But they do feel good. Two of Cups. Come on. Two of Cups. You got a lot of great cards here. You got a good connection. You got good feels. I like it overall. I think it is magical and, it is tingly and magical up there is what I say. Tingly and magical, that's all you really need out of life. I mean, can we get that? Let's get get the love balloons. Get the love balloons out, because that's what we do. That's what we do. We all about the love balloons is what I'm saying. All right. Will she reach out before the year ends? That is something. That is something. Will this person reach out? Will they get it done? Will they effectively do anything? Let's stick with the Curious Travels. I love me some Curious Travels. A lot of good things in here. And we're going to see where it goes. See where we go with the adventures of the Curious Travels. Because we're curious indeed, aren't we? Right? We're all here for answers. We're all curious. Okay. The Two of Swords. Well, okay, maybe not. The Devil, maybe not. The High Priestess. Oh my, we're going to go with a no on that. That is a little bit of a thumbs down action there. Now, Samantha, I'm sorry. Samantha, I know you came in here for good news. I know you came in here for good news. I know you came in here with a glass half full, because Samantha is glass half full. You came in here with a positive attitude, but that Two of Swords is so difficult. The disconnection is there. The big divide between these two forces. It feels like, this is something that we really should have sort of, band-aided up if we could. Two of Swords, there is a huge disconnection. Devil and the High Priestess, two majors. Two majors, you're all excited. You're like, hey, I got two majors, but the Devil and the High Priest, there's a lot of secrets over there. They're keeping a lot of things from you, number one. They're keeping a lot of things from you, and a lot of it is on purpose. It's not like they just, oh, I neglected to mention to Samantha, blah, blah, blah. Nah, you know, the devil and the high priestess. You're keeping secrets over there. You got some stuff happening in the background over there. That's going to be difficult to realize, but, you know, you got to kind of understand that. We're just sort of disconnected with this. Looks difficult. We're going with the thumbs down. I don't think that we're going to be reaching out. I just don't think they'll be reaching out. Doesn't look too promising as it goes, but hey, I mean, you know, anyway, I mean, does Krista, I mean, Alyssa has some secrets over there. Is Krista going to sign up for all of that? Does Krista have time for all of that? That's what we want to know. Krista, if you're in chat, you let us know if you got time for all of that. Ain't nobody got time for all of that. Nobody's got time for all of that. Okay, let's go. Let's go. We're going to get over here and we're going to get the exciting deck of the night. This is the deck that everybody's going to be cheering about. You know what I'm saying? You'll be talking about it tomorrow. You'd be like, man, for Christmas, I wish I'd have got me a Meraki Tarot. Crystal Brewster, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Good to see you. Elaine, what is going on? How you doing? Hello to you, Elaine. How have you been? It has been a minute. How have you been? We had G-Ster the other night. We had G-Ster last night. G-Ster came in. G-Ster's been gone a while. We got a lot of people that have been gone a while. They're coming back. You know what I'm saying? Coming back. You need some 2022 updates. Need some work updates. Need some love readings and all that. This is a place to hang out. I mean, this is it. If you haven't already hit like and sub, you got to do it. We got news. This is the only place for tarot news. I cover all of it. I don't cover my favorite day. I cover all of it. What's coming, what you should pre-order. Next week, me, Dr. Mystical, and Tiger's Abyss, Zach, we're going to have, and Christina maybe, we're going to have the best decks of 2021. The best decks of 2021, because you're looking at what to spend money on. You're like, okay, I mean, there's 150 decks were released. What I want to spend my money on, we're going to tell you, like, what are our favorites? Because we have hands-on, we're doing readings. I mean, I'm doing 1,000 readings a month over here with these decks. I'm telling you what reads good, what feels good, what's quality. You want to know this stuff. Anyway. All right, does Krista want to be with Alyssa? Is Krista getting in that? Death, that's interesting. Queen of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands. I think Krista, number one, was really hesitant about being with Alyssa. I think Krista was really hesitant about that connection. It was like they saw some red flags, right? Because Alyssa is a walking red flag. I'm going to tell you that. Alyssa is a walking red flag. So you're going to have to sort of deal with that. Krista saw some of these. Krista was like, I don't know if I'm going to sign up for this. This is, you know, this is signing at the X for this could be worse. Could be worse than what I was expecting. I think that they came around, though. I do think that they're coming around slowly. I think they're a little bit more excited about it. I think that they enjoy what they're seeing. I think overall they want to sign up for it. Now, Krista, if Krista's going to sign up for that, they're going to get the cards we just saw. The Devil, the High Priestess. Ain't nobody got time for that. Krista's going to get, you know what I'm saying? If you play with the bull, you get the horns. Samantha, back me up. If you play with a bull, you get the horns. And I think that Death card, that change of mind, and that Queen of Pentacles kind of warming up there. Yeah, they're gonna get the business end of all that drama. That's what I'm saying. Samantha, back me up. Samantha, back me up. They're going to get the business end if they try that. But I'm just saying. They got a little bit more interest as it comes. Cappy Ram does not want no Thoth. No Thoth deck from me. That's what he said. No Thoth deck for me. So we're going to write off the Thoth. We're not even going to get near it. Cappy Ram, not even going to get near it. Not even going to get close to that one on the Tarot Tower. We're going to dodge that one. Neve, welcome to the stream. Tosh, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. All right. Let's see what we're going to do. We see it's right here. We're not even going to get close to it. We're going to stay way over here. We're going to stay far, far away in the galaxy, far, far away. We're going to go, all right, animal tail. This might hurt. I like this might hurt for this. I really do. How much is the Cancer into me? Is the Cancer all set? Is the Cancer all excited about this? Tosh, thank you for your other donation. Let's see. Let's see if the Cancer is interested in us. And if so, what percentile can we pull? What percentile can we pull from that if the Cancer's all set up for that? Tosh, thank you for the triple shot. All right. I mean, you are looking at Death, Seven of Swords, and the Ace of Cups. Ah, man. Ace of Cups. Seven of Swords, I'm willing to give it a shot. I am. I'm willing to adjust. I'm willing to make the change. I'm willing to get all of these things started, at least in the warm-up stage. Death into the Seven of Swords. I think the level of interest, I would say 1 to 100%, because this Ace of Cups is like, well, we're kind of starting. I mean, I would say I'm going to go about 48%. I'm going to go about 48%. The problem here is death. I think that's kind of a killer. If we had a Two of Cups, Ace of Cups, maybe a Seven of Swords, I'd give it a shot. This is something, death is really sort of an oddball card, especially at the very beginning here. It says there is some wavering here. It's not a consistency with that. It's maybe a little bit of an inconsistency with this Cancer, because there are some things that they sort of deal with that, you know, maybe came from their past or something like that. We see that with the Seven of Swords. Maybe something that came from their past, maybe some issues that are coming up, and you know, sort of have to deal with that. River Spirit Tarot, Merry Christmas. Well, Christmas Eve. Overall, I'm going to give it a 48%. I mean, I'm just saying. We're going with the percentiles. We're going with a 48% in that. Going 48% in that. Ace of Cups says I have some interest. I mean, I can't just ignore an Ace of Cups. I have some interest. Where is it going to go? How is this going to expand? How is this going to go? And then, you know, that's kind of up to them. Joe, welcome to the stream. How you getting? How you doing tonight? All right, now we're back to Renee. Renee on the finality of the triple shot. Does my bosses intentionally take me for granted and overwork me? Are they taking my kindness for weakness? Man, that's rough. That's rough. That is really rough, because sometimes you do the work. Sometimes you put that effort in there. You put in the overtime. You don't get any appreciation to it out of, they just load you up with more work. I think that does happen. That does happen. I know somebody that is overworked, and they put in all of the effort and they just get more work as a reward, you know? Just get more work, and they get jacked on the hours. When they don't clock out properly or clock in properly, instead of the manager using some common sense, they get jacked on the hours, you know? That's, you know, sometimes that happens. Sometimes that does happen. Just overwork city. Now, are they taking advantage of you? Hermit, Tower, Eight of Cups, and Eight of Wands. This is something that you are getting dumped on. I'm just saying, entertainment purposes only. This is something you are getting dumped on a little too much. I think they are just unloading it onto you. Hermit, it's like you're on a land over there by yourself. They're just going to give it over there to you. They're not really going to think about what they're giving you. They're not going to consider life-work balance. Definitely not. Tower basically just says that, you know, when something happens, they know they can go to you. When some drama hits, when something needs to get done, they know they can put it on Renee, because Renee gets stuff done, right? Eight of Cups says you have considered leaving quite a bit. You have had a lot of thoughts about getting out of there, because there is a level of frustration where I'm not appreciated, not getting the money that I need, you know, from this thing, just not getting the level of appreciation that I need, not getting the reward for all the work and things like that. Ms. Rocky, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Eight of Cups, you have considered it, and hardcore considered it. I mean, really, really been considering it. Eight of Wands is ultimately, yeah, you'll leave. I think ultimately you will leave this thing. I think that you're not getting the respect that you need, and the better option is to find some place that you're just a better match, right? SV, thank you for your PayPal donation. I appreciate you. If you need a PayPal donation, link in the description, or look over there. Or you can do Super Chat over there with the $sign. There you go. Anyway, but yeah, basically, yes, I think they're overloading you. I think they don't appreciate what you bring to the table, and I think they're not optimizing what you do, basically, right? In other words, they're giving you tasks that, you know, they could give to somebody else, like a college student could be doing this kind of stuff. Anyway, Hermit, you are out there on your own with that. So basically, yeah, it's kind of harsh, but basically, yeah, ultimately, yeah, you're going to leave. Ultimately, you need a better match. You need somebody that appreciates you. You need somebody that makes it happen. Joe, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. All right. Sarah, first 6 months, 2022, what kind of things can we expect out of the new year? Because it is here. It is literally here. Tarot of oppositions you want, tarot of oppositions you get. Sarah, you always get what you need over here. First 6 months. Let's find out where that is going to happen. What is going to be in there? And, where are we going to go at the end of the day with all of that garbage? Because the first 6 months, I'm really thinking that everything starts moving pretty damn quick after 2022 gets started. All right, Knight of Wands. Okay, there you go. When I say it's moving pretty quick, when I say it is launching forward, 2022 is not going to waste a lot of time with you, Sarah, is what I'm saying. Renee, thank you for your other donation. 2022 is not going to waste a lot of time with you, Sarah, and that's good. That is good because you don't want to waste time with it. Hamburger and a Shake, thank you for your donation. You got the Ace of Pentacles. You're talking about sort of moving into something, moving into a different realm, I think, as far as money is concerned. Moving into a different realm in the first 6 months. So you got an immediate launch. Jared Sotero, welcome to the stream. How you doing? You got immediate launch. You got immediate start. It is not going to be a comfort zone 6 months for you. I can tell you that. This is going to be something where you're going to have to hang on. You're going to have to grab hold of the rails on the roller coaster and hang on for some of that. Marcos, thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. 10 of Wands says organization is key here. If you want to make the money, if you want to get the things done, organization is key. This, the meme, work smarter, not harder. This is literally kind of what it's pointing to, unfortunately. This is work smarter, not harder. What can we do to optimize some things? How can we get things done a little bit better? Because we are going to be outside of our comfort zone pretty much some of this 6 months. Ace of Pentacles says, don't take every new opportunity as legitimate. I think there are some fake things out there. There are some things that are going to waste your time. They're not going to be optimized for you. Definitely watch what you grasp hold of, what you chase as far as opportunity goes, because you don't want to get caught up with that. Knight of Wands is going to launch pretty quick. Tosh, thank you for your fifth, I think, donation. I appreciate you. All right, man, let's go to PayPal. We got a little PayPal donation action going over there. We got SV coming in. SV is asking, is my music career, all right, is my music career over for a while? Is that going to be a thing? Erica, thank you for your other donation. I appreciate you. All right, if I'm going to have a music career, I'm going to use a musical tarot. This tarot right here, it's the Elemental Wisdom Tarot. It's not really a musical tarot, but that way it goes. Life is too short. Welcome indeed. It's good to see you. Good to have you in the family or on the family or something in that regards. All right, SV, let's see. If a music career, is it over? Is it concluded? Is it the 7 of Cups? Yeah, 8 of Cups. Oh my. 5 of Coins and 9 of Cups. Oh man, it was starting out decent. I liked it, and then all of a sudden it went downhill quick. I think you knew the answer before you asked, because pretty much we're going with a thumbs up there. I think the music career is definitely slowing down. We got some problematic cards, is what I'm saying. There is something else for you though. I think you basically have a replacement, a one-on-one replacement, one-to-one replacement here. The problem cards, let's talk about them. 8 of Cups, the abandonment, leaving it, exiting, and finding something different. Finding something different is going to be key for you, because the 7 of Cups says there are more things to choose from. You don't have to focus on that. You don't have to be married to that. You have other options as far as that goes, right? I mean, you got a lot of people on YouTube that are just making music videos, and they're making a ton of money. You got people on YouTube that are critiquing music that are reacting to music, and they're making a ton of money. I mean, this is a time where money, career can take a weird turn. I mean, you can read tarot on YouTube for a living. The money and career, everything can just take a weird turn. You don't have to have the formal career anymore, is what I'm saying. 5 of Coins, yeah, it's dried up. It is a little bit dried up. This is something that is going to be difficult to make money, make the Fed cash. Nine of Cups says you're going to be happy doing something else anyway for a while. I think it's finding a different thing. There are things out there to embrace, to chase, to get done, and definitely think outside of the box. Again, I'm reading tarot on the internet and making money. I mean, hey, you can do anything nowadays. The sky is literally the limit. Knight of Cups says you do have a replacement. You do have something else that's going to be more passionate for you. A way that maybe you can still use music and your passions and still make the grade or still make cash. There are other options in that. Scan those, find those, and get that done. A lot of people doing a lot of things nowadays and making some cash. I mean, you never know. You never know. The formal job may not be functional, may not work for you. You may want to do something outside of the box. Anyway, that's kind of what it's saying. Tosh is coming in, speaking outside of the box with a triple shot tonight. Tosh has got 4 donations in the queue. If I ask A, will he come see me tomorrow? Not today, tomorrow. Will they come see us tomorrow? Let's stick with the Elemental Wisdom Tarot. I paid a good $60 for that. By the way, if you haven't been on Kickstarter, all the decks are $70 now. All the decks are $70 freaking dollars. I was interested in 2 decks. I saw 2 decks I wanted, right? So I scrolled down to the price, and by the time it shipped, both of those were $70. I'm like, Jesus, that's a lot, man. That is a lot. Is it really that necessary? Is it really that necessary? Anyway, I'm just saying, things are going up. The price of everything is high. If I ask A, will he come see me tomorrow? Easy question, 9 of Coins, Page of Swords, and the Temperance card. Man, this is kind of confusing. I need one more card. The Moon. I don't think that A will come see you tomorrow. I really don't. It feels like that the Page of Swords, like the communication isn't at the level that we need it to be, isn't where we need it to stay. The Moon, this is a big jump for them. I think they got other plans. And Temperance card says this is going to be something that's difficult to sort of wrangle them in. I do think that you have a lot of excitement. I do think you have a lot of excitement about this. I think it's coming across to A. I think A understands that you do want some time with them. I mean, everybody, all the lovers want some time. You just got to express that need. I need this in this connection. Page of Swords says they are just not ready to admit to it. They're not ready to go forward with it. You do have some problems getting that 100% basically at the moment. So, I'm just going for no. I'm going for thumbs down. This is going to be difficult for A. I think A has other things happening with this. Anyway, do you see us in a committed relationship? No, will we spend New Year's together? Will he ask about that? Now, I think Christmas is booked. I really, just pure intuition, that Christmas is booked. Let's see about New Year's. 7 of Swords, 4 of Wands, and the King of Coins. I do think you have a better shot at New Year's. I really do. If you have a choice of both of those, New Year seems to be a better shot. 7 of Swords, sneaking out, getting it together, getting that action going, getting a good representation of this. 4 of Wands, happy home, happy family, but getting this new thing going. King of Coins is a retired banker. I think they're willing to do that. I think so. I like that one. Christmas looks challenged. New Year's looks a lot smoother, a lot better, looking good. Maruda, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Good to see you. All right. And the final question of this little triple shot we got going on is, do you see us in a committed relationship soon? Is this something going to be possible? We're waiting for it. We're waiting for the committed relationship. We need that action. We need that adventure in a committed relationship. Can we get it? Can we get it? They're talking about they only want to be friends and all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? A 4 of Coins, a 4 of Swords, and the Fool. This is something where it's going to be difficult to get this person to just nail down a committed relationship. They're going to dodge it like an NFL linebacker is what I'm saying. They're going to dodge it. Four of Coins. They want their life to themselves. They want their ways. They're doing things to themselves. This is not somebody that is willing to open up. The Four of Coins are too closed down. They're too closed down, and they're not willing to take the leap, not willing to take the jump ahead. So if you're looking for soon, I don't really think so. I think long term, you can get into more of a casual sort of relationship. You remember I said this person doesn't like labels? I think you're still sticking to that. The Fool. This is something that's going to be difficult to get them up. They don't want to leap off that cliff. They don't want to leap into the unknown. They like kind of where they're at. They like kind of what the deal is. They like the stability that's inherent with it and all this other stuff. What is the deck, you ask? Is it Elemental Wisdom Tarot. It's only $60. Going to be cheaper than a Kickstarter is what I'm saying. Cheaper than a Kickstarter, and you know what you're getting. You know what you're getting. I mean, y'all gotta watch. Y'all gotta watch. Tuesday, we got Dr. Mystical, maybe Christina. Christina, you gonna be on the show? Okay. I don't think so. I think she went away. Anyway, all right, general energy for 2022. I mean, we got the best decks of 2022 is what I'm saying. We have all of them in our hands. We're reading with them. I'm doing 1,000 readings a month. And I'm going to tell you if it reads good. I'm going to tell you how it is. I don't play around. That's what I'm saying. I'm not going to tell you a deck is decent if it sucks. I'm going to tell you that it sucks. I've had many people write me letters and saying, dude, did you really have to rag on the deck that much? If it's terrible, I'm sorry. If it's terrible, I'm sorry. I'm gonna express my opinion of your tarot deck. If it's something that ain't good for me, I don't like it. If it's too thin, I'm gonna mention it. If it's too weird, I'm gonna mention it. If the colors are bland, I'm gonna mention it. I'm not gonna sit there and be inauthentic. Is what I'm saying. I'm not gonna be inauthentic. And people do write me. And they say, hey, I want to send you a free deck if you'll review my deck. And I'll tell them, is it good? Because if you send it to me and it's terrible, I'm not going to like fully go off on it, but I'm going to mention, yeah, it's too thin, or yeah, it's small, or yeah, it sticks, or I'm missing a card, or it came damaged. I'm going to miss it. I'm going to miss all of that stuff. I'm going to mention it. The way it goes, I'm going to tell you up front. Anyway, Tosh, thank you for your other donation. All right. Rocky, general energy for 2022. I like 2022 for you. I like that. You got a 3 of Swords, a Knight, Page, and a 6 of Wands. All right, Ms. Rocky. Starts out a little bit on the rocky side. I mean, maybe that's because you're Ms. Rocky. I don't know. But the 3 of the Swords is a little bit of a disappointment. Like, we're not getting some of the things that we have been shooting for. We're not getting some of the action that we have been waiting for. Almost feels like expectations are not fulfilled during the first, I would say, month and a half. Is what I'm saying. A month and a half. The expectations are just not fulfilled. Now, that changes dramatically. Dramatically is what I'm saying. Maruta, the Tiger's Abyss. Zach is my man. Zach is amazing. Anyway, this changes dramatically as we move past August. Right? So first month and a half is kind of weird. Then the Knight of Swords. Things start moving quickly. Things start developing quickly. You have a lot of things, almost like if you snooze, you lose. I would say during February to June, if you snooze, you lose. A lot of high tense activity, a lot of things going on at once. A lot of them are good. The Knight of Swords is a very active, a very potent card in here. Now, Page of Wands is around August. We lose a little bit of control of some of the things that we were really chasing. You know what I mean? It's like everything's sped up. We have some of the things that we're dragging from that experience into August. And when you hit August, all of a sudden the Six of Wands, the Lord of Victory comes in and everything is so smooth. Everything is so nice. It feels like investments work. It feels like your decisions that you had to make quickly here, they just work. Everything is just magic on a stick. Page of Wands says, don't expect a lot of control. Fine knit, micromanage control during June to August. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. But that's the way it goes. I mean, this is something you're going to have to sort of ride the waves during that time. And I think you're okay with that. You know what I mean? If things work out long term, which Six of Wands says they do, I think you're okay with a loss of control. Just as long as you sort of can ride the wave, you can get to the end, you can see what is happening. I think it is going to be okay. I think it'll be all right. Anyway, all right. Hopefully that's pretty specific, I got to say. All right, Joe. Joe wants to know about work. Joe, thank you for your very generous donation. I appreciate that. If we're going with work with Joe, let's do it with my deck. This is my deck of cards, my friend. Name, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. This is my deck. I mean, I'm just saying, I made this deck. I made this thing in 2 months. I did a card a day. I did multiple cards a day. I made it in, about 2.5 months. I basically did. Anyway, if you're not on my Patreon, you're missing basically how I made a lot of this stuff. I'm doing a create your own tarot course on Patreon. Now, this is something at the $10 level. I'm releasing a video a week. But yeah, how to create it. What do you do? How to oil paint, how to pastel, how to watercolor, all of that other stuff. Black Swan, thank you for your donation. All right, work. Three of Pentacles. You got the support that you need. You really have the support that you need with a work, with a career, with a job. There are a lot of moving parts with work, is what I'm saying, though. There are moving parts. Seven of Cups, a lot of different choices to be made, a lot of moving parts. I was almost like an excessive amount, is what I'm saying. Almost like a little bit of an excessive amount of things going on sometimes. Three of Pentacles is a good opportunity card, too. If you're looking for a new opportunity, if you're looking for something opening up, Three of Pentacles, the three is birth. The three is a new beginning. We have things out there. It's also a good card for teamwork. It's also a good card for projects. A lot of things happening with that. Overall, it is a good card for work, especially next to a Seven of Cups. The options are open. The options are more obvious. They're easier to choose and all of this other stuff. The Empress says finding a level of comfort in what we do is key, because I think you want to get into that Wheel of Fortune stage where everything is predictable, everything comes to pass, everything is, I put this effort in, I get the sort of out of it kind of thing. A Page of Wands says that is sort of in regard to what you're doing. That is going to be possible indeed. It's going to look pretty good overall. Overall, it just looks good. This is nothing where I see nothing bad. Page of Wands next to the Empress, it does say that you kind of get what you get sometimes. A lot of times you just don't have a lot of options that you can pull from to get what you need. You do have more options, I think, coming in the future. You do have opportunities. You do have good teamwork, good projects coming in the future. Overall, it looks clean. It looks good. I mean, that's all you can ask, right? It just looks clean. It looks good. Overall, I like it. I think it is encouraging indeed. And, hey, Joe, you know what I'm saying? That's something that you kind of gotta rely on at the end of the day. Renee, when you see me finding a new job, when is the job going to happen and all of this other stuff? We got Marcos in the queue. We got Erica. We got Black Swan in the queue. Queue's looking pretty nice tonight. Looking pretty good tonight with that. We got a lot of things going on in the other room. All right, we just did Joe. We're doing Renee over here. And then we're going to go into the rest of the readings over here. In case you wonder where the queue is at, there it is. There it is. We got the action-packed queue tonight. All right. Let's use another one out of the Tarot Tower. We're going to see Renee. When you see me finding a new job, what kind of good things can we get going, or can we get moving with the new job? Let's see how that is working overall. All right. Finding a new job. Let's see. King of Wands, King of Pentacles, and the Queen of Pentacles. I'm really thinking February. It is really looking clean for February. You do have the King of Wands and the King of Pentacles. You're looking at a new job. You're looking at making more money. You're looking at getting something, new opportunity with that. King of Wands says you do have to put the work. You do got to put the work out there. Like the universe needs you. The universe needs you to reach out, needs you to look, and needs you to scan the environment and find that job. But I do think you get it. King of Pentacles. And again, a couple of kings, a queen. I think the match you're looking at February. February looks pretty clean for finding a new job, quite frankly. Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles is perfect. It is the beautiful match that you need. This is going to be a lot of good stuff, a lot of good opportunities in here that you can dive into and get into. So I'm thinking February. Really thinking February. Obviously, entertainment purposes only, but I'm really thinking February is what I'm saying. All right, Mark, Hamburger and a Shake is next. Is my music career over for a while? I got that and Hamburger and a Shake. Thank you very much. Yeah, I already did that reading. Let me know if you have any follow-up questions. I appreciate your double donation. Muffy Gamer, Muffy Garner. You know, some names win the internet. And Muffy Garner wins the internet. Okay. Anyway, Marcos, what can happen between Skylar and I? I'm a Taurus. We just met at the gym. Can we get, can we get some workout? You know what I'm saying? Those good workouts. Can we get the good workouts at home? We worked out in the gym, and now we want the better workout at home. Let's see. What can happen between Skylar and I? Taurus, what kind of gym action can we get? Can we get some workouts at the house as well as at the gym? Oh, let's see what is going on with all of that.
Music to make love to.
Four of Swords, Four of Cups, the Sun, and the Knight of Pentacles. This is something where they're already hooked up with somebody. I think they're already hooked up with somebody is what I'm saying. Four of Cups, the advances are kind of iffy sometimes. I think they're confusing is what I'm saying. I think they got somebody else on the side. Four of Cups, their advances are like, I really don't want a lot of that. Four of Swords says I'm sort of waiting, I'm delaying. I don't think they're going to straight up tell you that, but I do think you do have some. Challenges getting this person in there. The Sun says if you're patient with it, I think you got a lot better chance. Is what I'm saying. Be patient with it. Let things develop. Don't try to force it or jam it in. No pun intended. Knight of Pentacles says working with this person, sort of casually, sort of getting to know them and stuff like that. It's going to work out a lot better than just going straight in full force is what I'm saying. So what can happen? I think once this other thing they got going on ends, because I do think it ends. Once they get the other thing going on ends, Four of Cups is going to turn into the Sun. You're going to have a lot better options with this, especially with a Knight of Pentacles. It's almost like the work that you've done or the casual kind of, talking to them and sort of hanging out, doing the workouts and stuff. All of a sudden, they look at you at a different perspective is what I'm saying. That Sun. All of a sudden, things become clear. You get some good stuff, Knight of Pentacles. You maybe get a workout at home too. That's what I'm saying. Tosh, thank you for your donation. I appreciate you. Tosh has 7 donations, I think, tonight. I'm not sure. Tosh has a question below. Tosh, let's see what is the question below. Really worried about my career. Lots of toxic people at work playing dirty games. Will I be a team manager? Will I be a team manager in 2022? Let's see about that. Tosh, are you a YouTube user? I'm just asking. Are you a YouTube user? Was that your previous name, Tosh? I'm asking the question. The reason I say is because you got N, you got A, you got N, no contact. It's similar to the person I used to come on the stream called YouTube user. I'm not saying you are. I'm just asking a question. Anyway, let's find out. Let's go for this deck over here. Everybody's favorite Tarot in Wonderland. Tarot in Wonderland. We got so many toxic people at work. How can we get rid of them? How can we shake these people away, get them away from us? Because they just want drama. That's all they want lately is more drama. 2 of Swords. It is really worried about, but will it be a team manager? The Fool, King of Wands. I think I think so. I think we've done sort of a reading around this. I think you can be a team manager and get that done. The Two of Swords says this is rough. You do have some competition, is what I'm saying. You have some competition getting this in, but the King of Wands with the Fool, you're able to take the risk, you're able to take the leap. I think this is something you can do indeed. You can do it indeed if you go for it. Bottom line, I like it. I mean, I like it. We can do a thumbs up, a little thumbs up animation for Tosh, our YouTube user. There we go. I mean, a little thumbs up action, looking good for that. I like it a lot. Perfectly done. Erica is coming in. Will my fiance's ex-wife try to return? Oh my God. Why can't people leave well enough alone is what I'm saying. Why can't people leave well enough alone? I'm just saying, don't stalk people. Don't bother them. If they've moved on, you need to let them move on. Is what I'm saying. Need to let them move on. Don't do a Trent. Don't do a Trent is what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? You don't do that. You can't do that. I don't think it's healthy for anybody. All right, let's say Christina agrees. All right, well, my fiance's ex try to sneak back in. Oh, yes. Oh, man. Oh, yes, they will. This is pretty clear cut. This is pretty clear cut indeed. This is a lot of sneaking back in is what I'm saying. You do have the Nine of Cups, the party, the sort of bringing it back around. A little bit of the Ace of Cups action kind of makes it uncomfortable. They're coming in, they're trying again, they're trying to get back into that groove. But I'm just saying, they are convinced that this relationship is going to work out. But ain't nobody got time for that, Erica, is what I'm saying. Ain't nobody got time for that. You know that. They know that. Overall, you're able to shake it off. Son is good here. It says we're able to shake it off. We're able to ignore this person. We're able to sort of kick them to the curb and, just throw them under the bus. Well, not literally. Entertainment purposes only, never throw somebody on the bus based upon a fat man reading cards on the internet. But I'm just saying. I'm just saying they will try that Ace of Cups, the little party action coming back in. They're convinced this is like their soulmate or whatever. Kick them to the curb. Kick them to the curb. Ain't nobody got time for that, Erica. But yes, they will try to return indeed. A lot of cards. Pretty clear cut. I mean, just pretty straight up. Clear cut trend situation going on. You gotta shake them off. You gotta shake them off like some fleas. Should just leave A behind and move on. Tosh, I'm just saying. I am just saying, I mean, you've had some drama with A. You need to do something about it. We're going to stick that. This is what I'm saying. This is the Tarot Oracle version of a customized deck by Ciro Marchetti. It's called the Mystic Palette. Now, he's right now started to sell this, obviously without a Tarot Oracle on the back. He started to sell the regular version, $65 if you want it. Before you gawk at $65, please go to Kickstarter and, examine that. Anyway, I mean, everything is expensive. Everything is a lot more expensive now. I'm sorry. I hope you got your tarot decks in. I did, but I hope you got yours too. If you want, you may want to pre-order anything on Amazon right now. Even if it's going to be out like in 6 months, I'd pre-order it now because, man, everything's going up. All right. Anyway, should I leave A behind? Should I move on? I don't think, I'm going to tell you yes, but you ain't going to do it because I think you got that hope. You got that connection with A. If I'm patient enough, A may come back around indeed. Overall, I think you should, but I don't think you will. Two of Cups says you are connected to them, and that's maybe a problem. It may be a problem. Merry Christmas, Linda. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? I mean, the Two of Cups says, hey, this is something where I'm connected to them. It is. The Five of Coins. They don't bring anything good anymore. They don't bring the things that you need to be happy. YouTube user, the things you need to be happy. A Strength card says, hey, this is something that if you have enough patience with it, you get to see them again. You get another slice of the pie. But, overall, I think you should. I think you should, but you have a strong connection over there. It's going to be difficult to cut that cord. To cut that cord is not like cutting cable and going to Netflix, is what I'm saying. Name. I like it. I like it. Hello, can I get a general love reading? Currently single. Name. Let's see what you got going on. Let's see what kind of love we can get. We're going to name. We're going to use this one. We're going to name. We're going to use this one. I know you're like, okay, that's fine. Fat man. Like, what are you talking about? But the reason I say that is because this is the modern love tarot. This is the tarot you need to have in your repertoire. If you're doing, I'm just saying, if you're doing tarot, this should be on your Christmas wish list. I'm just saying now. Anyway, name. Hello, can I get a general love reading? Let's see what kind of love, so what kind of action we get going on. Justice. Ooh, I like that. I like that. It's sort of just meeting a sort of a random person. A little bit of a water sign. I'm not saying Pisces. Everybody's like, oh, is it a Pisces? I'm not saying it's a fish. I'm not saying it's a Pisces. Don't get excited, all right? Jill, speaking of get excited, how you doing, Jill? Good to see you. It's a water sign, is what I'm saying. It is a water sign, is what I'm saying. All right, now, is this an X? Is this an X? Is this somebody coming back from the past? Judgment says yeah. Wheel of Fortune says yeah. Christina, thank you for your very generous donation. I appreciate that. To get the bed or not? What is the best decision of a thought? Christina, thank you for your very generous donation. I appreciate you. 10 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles. Okay. This person is a strong possibility to be a good relationship with you. A lot of good things here. I think it could be somebody coming from your past. Judgment, rebirth, reincarnation. It's almost like that we went the distance with somebody. We didn't quite get what we needed from them. Tosh, thank you for your other donation. I mean, I'm just saying, the Justice card, almost like a karmic thing that needs to be resolved, needs to be settled, needs to be finished. You're going to have a second shot at it, right? The new normal. Wheel of Fortune, a steady relationship, a good relationship with this. 10 of Pentacles, happy home, happy family. Overall, I like it. I think there are a lot of strong possibilities in here with this. Judgment, rebirth, reincarnation, getting it done. Overall, I like it. Basically, you have a water sign coming in. Could be somebody you've encountered before. Could be a ex, basically somebody that you have seen or known before. And overall, it's pretty cool. It is pretty cool indeed. I think you have a lot of possibilities. A lot of possibilities indeed with this relationship. Anyway, Black Swan wants to know something. What does Black Swan want to know? Let's go to chat and figure out what it is. How does he feel now that respond his messages after a week? Black Swan made him wait. Made them wait. Oh, that's a good picture of my kitty. Look at that. That is a good picture of my kitty, is what I'm saying. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that picture of my kitty. Look at that picture of Salem. That's one of the best pictures of Salem I think it's ever been done. Look at that Merry Christmas picture to there. From the vantage point, I think Christina's taking a bath. I'm assuming Christina's taking a bath based upon the vantage point here. Anyway, we'll see. Black Swan, how's he feel about now they responded to the message after a week or two? Made him wait. That's what I'm saying. RSH, Merry Christmas. How are you doing? By the way, if you're not following me on Instagram, I'm telling you now. Okay, bottom line, I'm going to tell you now. You're making a big mistake. There's my Instagram. Go follow me. Why? Because I'm doing Christmas paintings every day. I got 5 different Christmas paintings I'm doing. They're all on here and they look amazing. I'm not bragging or anything. I'm just saying I worked my butt off on them. So they look amazing. It's one of those where I had to make it look amazing. I put a lot of sweat and effort into it. But yeah, there is that. Okay. All right. How does he feel now that I responded? Oh, he's on cloud 9 up in. Oh, Black Swan. He's on cloud 9 up in here, Black Swan. He's on cloud 9 from that response. He's waiting on that. He was tense. He was anxious. It was a little bit of what's going on with Black Swan up in the background. But look at this. The Six of Wands, the Lord of Victory, right next to the Four of Swords. Like, man, Black Swan waited a little too long. It felt like a year. I was waiting this thing. Knight of Cups, Mr. Romance. He feels like, yes, now I have the power. Now I have some good stuff going. Now I have some activity, some excitement. I'm working it. I think they're excited, Black Swan. They were waiting for that. They were waiting for that. In case you haven't seen these paintings. Hang on, let me look at. See, you got to get on my Instagram. Let's look at my paintings. Let's look at a couple of the paintings right now. I'm sorry. I'm going to have to do it. I'm sorry. Yeah, I know you're like waiting for the readings and all that other stuff, but you know, you got to post. All right, here. Okay, here's my first painting. Oh, this is so stupid. Why isn't this doing this? Why is it being mean to me is what I'm asking the question. Why is it being mean? What's it being mean to me? What's going on with this? What kind of garbage is going on here? I got perspective locked. I got it locked. All right. Here's one painting right there. Now, obviously, that looks like crap on the string. Here's one painting right here. One painting. That's one painting that I did. We'll look at another painting. Let's see. Here's another painting that I did. It's another Christmas painting. I'm just saying. It's another Christmas painting. Here's one coming up tomorrow. Another Christmas painting. We got a lot of these things. Well, let's focus in so you can kind of see that. Let's focus in so you can kind of see that. So that's a painting I did. I got it professionally framed. It's kind of cute. You know, this is not like a Picasso or a Michelangelo or anything, but I mean, you know, it's fun. It's fun. This kind of stuff is fun for me. Just making paintings, checking it out, having fun with the paint, slopping the paint on, seeing where it goes and all of that other stuff. There you go. I love baking bread. Thank y'all for, anyway, so you're missing this. If you're not on Instagram, you're missing all this stuff. You're missing the crazy painting from that fat man that reads tarot. You know what I'm saying? Do you sell your paintings? Well, not really. I don't know anybody that wants to buy them. Normally, I'll just give my paintings away once I get too many of them, but you know, that's the way it goes. Anyway, yeah, I do custom paintings if you want a painting or anything like that. Anyway, yeah, I do sell them, whatever. All right. Back to the regularly scheduled programming. Look at that. Look at that. Black Swan got a great reading on that one. Tosh, ends feelings from me. Ain't got no contact. We got Muffy Garner, possibly the best name that's ever introduced ourselves into the stream. Okay. Let's go with this one over here. Come on, you know you want the come on. You know you want the heaven and earth tarot. You know you want the heaven and earth tarot. Maruta, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Alina, thank you for the kind words. Dav, welcome to the stream and thank you. I appreciate you. All right. Did you do a Pisces reading? Yeah, we did have some fish floating around. I gotta say, you did stars. Sure you can. We did have some fish floating around. I'm telling you now, you did have some fish. Red Feather, what is going on? Good to see you. So we did a Pisces reading a minute ago. We did have a fish floating around, but it was for somebody's donation. Anyway, Ian feels for me, no contact. The Hermit, you gotta leave him alone. You gotta leave them alone. They're coming around for the booty call. You gotta keep them to the curb. You gotta leave them alone at this point. A Princess of Cups. This is something. What makes you satisfied emotionally? What turns you on? What makes you happy emotionally? Because it is about material happiness. It is about making yourself happy. And, who cares about N if they don't? I think N is doing their own thing. N is always sort of doing their own thing. You have to put up with that. The Hermit, there is a bit of separation between y'all. And if you're willing to put up with that, that is it. Alina likes the energy, the vibe. It's so good. Alina, you haven't even seen the magic trick yet. If this is your first, a lot of people, a lot of new people over here. A lot of new people. Alina. I went to Kickstarter, Alina. Have you seen Kickstarter, Alina? Everything is like $100. Anyway, all I had was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alina, this is all I had all I had was $5, right? And I'm going on Kickstarter. I'm like, I need to get a tarot deck. But you can't do that with that amount of money. What you need to do, though, you need to go and get more money. Alina, look, 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. You need to get $500, Ali. Is what I'm saying. You need $500. If you have $500, you're going to get a lot more mileage for your Kickstarter sessions than you are doing anything else. So now we have that, Alina. Now we have that, and we're good. We're good. I mean, it's time where we can actually buy something off of Kickstarter now. It's what I like. Anyway, hopefully, hopefully y'all like my crappy magic tricks. I have a levitation, but I ain't going to do that. Ain't nobody. Star, was there a list? Well, there's a Q, Star. There is indeed. You're on it. Star, you're right here. We got Tosh. We got more Tosh. We got Muffy Gardner's coming up right now. We got Tosh HK, Christina, Tosh, and a Star coming in there. Look at this. Look at this. This is exciting is what it is. Anyway, let's see what's going on. I mean, that Tosh wants to know. Or Tosh, we just answered. Muffy Garner, the best name. Will Sag and I ever get a date? The Sags, they're slippery sometimes. They're slippery a little bit. We don't know what they're going to do. We don't know what they're going to do at all. We need to find out. We're going to use the Orion's Animal Tarot, my friends. Orion's Animal Tarot is what I'm saying. Sheila, oh my God, it's good to see you. It is good to see you, human. How are you doing? Good to see you as well. Sheila, I have missed you. I missed you. I think you were on the other day, but I missed you anyway. Alina, thank you for the sub. Alina, did you know this is the only place you're going to get tarot news? This is literally the only place you're going to get tarot news, Alina. I'm telling you now. Tarot news. We're unboxing a freaking deck a day. I order, when Llewellyn is like, we're having a sale, what tarot deck do you want? I just said yes. I mean, that's what I don't even choose anymore. I just say yes. They said the pre-order of the pre-order section of Amazon, the pre-order section of Llewellyn, I just basically just click check out. I mean, I just take them all. Anyway, that's because I want to make sure that I try out these decks so you don't have to waste your money is what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, Crystals and Paint, welcome to the stream. Anna, good to see you. Is there a list? There is no list. Donations come first, and then we get out of here. All right. Will we ever date? 10 of Pentacles, 2 of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, 4 of Wands. That's a yes. That's a thumb. I like it. It's a thumbs up. It's a thumbs up. Crystal, the Q is pretty thick. Actually, the Q is pretty thick tonight. Crystal, it's pretty thick. All right, but it's pretty thick. I would say we got about 6. Got about 6 in the kit. Will the Sag and I ever date? That's a yes. Look, pretty simple. 10 of Pentacles, happy home, happy family. There is such a possibility here. If you can get started, if you can get that connection going, there's such a possibility. It's clean. It's beautiful. I like it a lot because you have the 2 of Wands. This is something that you have been sort of floating around. We're sort of flirting together. This is something that is possible. It is something that is sort of a little bit of a tension. You know what I mean? A little sexual tension in there. Sheila, Merry Christmas to you as well. And Queen of Pentacles, it says this is something that you need to get serious with. If you're going to start it, get serious with it. If you're going to start it, get serious with it. Because the 4 of Wands says it is something that needs to be built, needs to be developed over time. But absolutely. Well, Westy Kid, thank you for your donation. I think overall, yeah. I think this is a clean yes or no question. It is a clean yes. This is something that is pending. There's a little sexual tension, a little bit of that tension in the air. Queen of Pentacles, if we can hammer that down, if we can nail that down, there are a lot of good things in there, a lot of good things that could happen within that connection. Tosh understands. Does A want a serious relationship in with the future? Let's see what's going on with that. I mean, can we get that going on? Does A want a serious relationship in the future? Let's check it out. A's being really dodgy lately. They're going to get something decent in there. There's a bit of instability with A because they're A. There is a little bit of instability with A because they are A. A 10 of Cups is getting them to hammer that down, getting them to settle down with that, especially with the Knight of Wands. It's going to take a monumental work effort. A monumental work and effort. Are you willing to do that? Because the 5 of Pentacles says it is still going to be iffy. It's still going to be a shaky foundation because it's A. You know A by now. You know A's attitude. You know where A goes, what A does. A 5 of Pentacles says getting them to to settle down. Even if you get a foundation in there, it's going to be like an earthquake every day up in there. An earthquake every day up in there is what I'm saying. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about. I don't have to tell you twice. Anyway, all right, let's see what else is going on. We got YouTube user up in the house up there. When will I see James again? Hopefully soon. Hopefully soon. Let's go to the Tarot Tower. If you're new, this is my Tarot Tower. 80 decks of cards. I got 2 of them. I got that one and that one. I got 2 of them. 80 decks of cards. This is something you need in your life. A video is in the description how to build this for 20 bucks. If you don't have one, do yourself a Christmas favor, spend the 20 bucks on yourself, build you a tarot tower. Even if you have 1 deck of cards, that is so fun to look at. It's so fun to look at. Come on. You know it is. You know, it makes you want to buy more decks because you know you're going to watch the news program only available on this channel. You know you're going to watch Tarot News. And you're going to be like, damn, I need that deck and this deck too. And you're going to fill up your tarot tower like that. It's going to be full. It's going to look like mine. Okay. It's going to look exactly like mine. All right. When will I see James again? 3 of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, and the 3 of Swords. It'll be a little bit. It'll be a little bit. It is going to be a little bit. I would say at least 2 months. You're looking at a clean 2 months wait before that. The 3 of Swords talks about a disappointment. I want to see him sooner than later. I want to see him sooner than later, right? But the 3 of Cups, there are some of the things James is involved in. Absolutely. Queen of Pentacles says getting that stability back, getting that thing back is sort of difficult sometimes. But, you know, it's the way it goes. I would say 2 months and 2 months, 2 months, and all of that other stuff. It's amazing how it's grown since you did your tour. You were correct, Maruda. You are absolutely correct. That is, it has grown. Maruda, I mean, I've been ordering all the cards. I've been ordering them all. I have not even hesitated when I order them cards. I just select all and add to cart and then check out. Because, you know, I think at the end of the day, I would rather buy a piece of junk deck and let you know it's a piece of junk so you don't waste your money. I think that's kind of the, you know what I'm saying? Because I care about y'all. I care about y'all. I don't want y'all wasting your money on a bunch of crap you ain't gonna use, something that's gonna be terrible. Is, you know, and so I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna look at the book. I'm gonna lay all the cards out. I'm gonna read with it. I mean, I'm gonna use that deck on the stream. I'm gonna read with it. I'm gonna make it happen. I'm gonna tell you, hey, it reads like this. It reads clean. It looks clean. The cards are falling apart or whatever. I'm gonna let you know. So I don't hold anything back, you know, and you got to do that. You got to do that. All right. Anyway, to get the bed or no, oh, you want the thought to get the bed or not? Is this a thing? Can we get this bed? Should we get a bed? It is a king size bed. It is a king-size bed. Should we get this or should we hang on or should we not? Or should this, you know, should we get something a little bit smaller? Should we get something a little bit going in there? Oh, that's a clean read right there. That is a clean read. That's a clean read. Thumbs up. The Sun with the Knight of Pentacles. Now, you know in my book, all of y'all know in my book, right? Gster Q is still open. Come on in. Gster, the weather's fine. The water's fine as well. Come on in, Gster. You know you're welcome. All right. We shop for beds today. We need to figure out if it's going to be a good investment. The Sun next to the Knight of Pentacles says, oh, yeah, it is. Yes, it is indeed. This is something where we have worked for the money. We have gotten the money. This is something we need to lay down the money, get the Sun up in here. Now, you remember from my book? The Sun illuminates all of these cards with all the plants. It illuminates this farmer's wheat. It illuminates this tree. It makes it grow. It makes it better. In other words, the work involved in the money that was put down is well worth the effort. The pride in what we have is definitely there. We're all excited about it. And the Sun itself is the best card of the deck. This is something clean, nice, easy. It makes the grade. It makes the grade. This is going to be worth it, and worth it indeed. It is going to be, because, you spend your third of your life on the bed, and you might as well make it perfect. You might as well make it perfect. And we made the perfect decision on that. Jeezer, come on in. The weather is fine indeed. Look at you. Look at you. I mean, we got the queue open. We got him. Tosh, as our YouTube user, has one more Uno Mas question over here. Let's see what Tosh is doing. What is Tosh doing? Is a strong connection, or what is going on? Kings are so great indeed. Linda, love us some kings. All right. Does A have a strong connection, or is it just me? Is it one-sided is what I'm saying. I think you're saying, is it one-sided? The Emperor's Magician, Three of Pentacles? I think this is a good connection. I think you have a clean connection. I think it's a good connection. I think a lot of good stuff happening with this. Empress is such a beautiful card with that, right? Empress, such a good card with that. The Magician said it is a little lopsided sometimes. A has an unpredictable element to them. You're going to have to put up with that. You already knew that was coming in. A Three of Pentacles overall says keep working at it, keep sort of adjusting it, keep chasing it. I think you have a good stuff in the mix. Good stuff in the mix. The Empress is such a beautiful card. Beautiful, beautiful card, man. It's a beautiful card. What are David's thoughts about me? I like you. I mean, no. What are David's thoughts about me? Let's find out what is going on indeed with old Dave. With old Dave, we are going to use for this deck right here, the Fonabelle Tarot. This is the only deck I've ever done a review for where the author was like, hey, your box for the deck looks a little dinged up. Let me send you a new one. Let me send you a new one for free. I'm like, what? Oh, okay, that works for me. It works for me indeed. Wheel of Fortune, very nice. Retrospect coming in from this. This is something that's kind of interesting here, just this retrospective here. It's almost like basically that they rely on you for the cue, or they rely on you to be the lead in this connection, right? Rely on you to make the connection, to make it go. Overall, they like you. We do have a level of love, a level of light. Wheel of Fortune says they appreciate you being around. They like sort of the way you are. They think you blend well together. Overall, I think Dave has some good things going, some good activity, some good things happening with that. This is something that you need to take your time if you're going to sort of develop anything with this. It's also something that they feed off of you. So if you come in with the enthusiasm, if you come in with this excitement, I think they'll feed off of that. But if you come in kind of waiting for them, it is going to be kind of a disappointment. A little bit of a disappointment within that indeed. So, I think there you go. There you go. Kind of waiting for you, queuing off of you and all this other stuff. Anyway, I'm just saying. Will I get my friends back plus Nathaniel back? Can I get my friends and Nathaniel back? Is that going to be something we can do? Let's find out. Let's find out with that. We're going to use, we might be using, no, wait a minute. Let's use the Northern Animal Tarot because I like it. I like it indeed. Oh, man. Let's see what's going on. The Lightseer's is a really nice deck. It is, it's I love me some Lightseers. Will I get my friends back and Nathaniel? We're looking for a Seven of Swords. Looking for a rebirth, reincarnation, a judgment card. Number 20 itself. Can we get that done? Man, that is a lot. That is some big expectation. Oh man, that's terrible. And that's a big expectations. It's a big leap. It is a big expectation. This is something that you need to coordinate it well. You need to plan it accordingly. You need to get it focused and get it started immediately if you're going to do this. Because I don't think wasting a lot of time is not going to be good for you. This is something, the longer it gets carried along, the longer it gets pulled through, the more weighted, the more weird, the more sort of exceptionally, odd it becomes with that. You do have sort of an action-packed thing of we need to walk this territory that needs to be walked in order to heal or in order to get back to where we need to be. The Queen of Wands says says it is possible, but it's almost like that we need to do some band-aiding. We need to do some fixing. We need to do something we need to do something in order to get that back. And we need to start pretty quickly as well. Because the longer time passes, the more obscure and unusual things become, and it just doesn't become comfortable anymore. So if you get started immediately, if we can get this going, if we work hard enough with it, Queen of Wands says absolutely. So I say yes. Not easy. There's no freebie here. I mean, you know, there's no reincarnation, rebirth, judgment card. There's no Seven of Swords. There's no Ace of Cups. There's no reuniting with the Three of Cups. I mean, you're really missing, you know, Six of Cups. You're missing a lot of cards that really need to be there to make this an easy thing. And it's not there. But if you can pursue this correctly, if you can't get started immediately, you have a pretty decent chance, is what I would say. I'm not saying, I'm not ruling it out. I wouldn't kick it out of bed. All right, man, let's get another one. Let's get another one of these new ones. Another one of these new ones, a Phantom Tarot. Phantom Tarot is so fun. Love it. I love it. Muffy Garner, thank you for being here tonight. I appreciate all y'all hanging out with me. I mean, I'm just a fat man over here reading tarot cards. I cooked all day long is what I'm saying. I cooked all day long to get all the goodies and all the fixings ready for Christmas. And, then I came here and started reading some tarot. Anyway, Muffy, will I make a lot of money if I start my business? Hierophant, 4 of Wands, 9 of Wands. This is something that you need to do. It is something you need to do, but on the side kind of thing. You know what I mean? It's something you need to do. Life is too short. Thank you for your donation. I appreciate that. This is something you need to do, but on the side. Here's how it works. You're going to have a Hierophant moment. In other words, there's a lot of stuff you need to do for your own business that needs to be coordinated, needs to be started, needs to be juggled. You know what I mean? And if you do that, I don't think you're going to be able to master it immediately. This is something where you need maybe a little bit of help, or you need some practice. You need to get it started. You need to get the ball rolling, basically. In other words, you should have started your own business 5 years ago. But you're starting it soon. I think starting it immediately is going to be pretty. Hierophant says this is a structure that needs to be built, not going to be overnight at all. 9 of Wands, though. This is a lot. This is a lot for you to take on, to tackle, to try to get done. This is something you have to do, though, right? But take it easy, take it slow, let it build gradually. You don't have to master everything. Like starting a YouTube channel, right? You need camera, sound, lights. You need all this other crap. And it's expensive. So you start out small, you start out gradually, and you build it from there. And that is something you need to do with this business. Don't, give up the day job kind of thing. And then the Wheel of Fortune kicks in. What goes around comes around. All of a sudden, you're producing products, you're getting ideas out there, you're more known, you're on social media hyping it, and all of a sudden, you've sort of the ball rolling, the snowball gets going and gradually gets better and better and better. And 4 of Wands, you come to expect a new home, a happy home, and the business being a part of your life, right? It's like me reading tarot, right? I've only been streaming about 1.5 years, I think, and I started with like 1 or 2 people, and now sometimes I got 60 people in chat. You know what I mean? 60 people watching. So it's the way it goes. That's the way it goes. I think you have to gradually build it up and let it expand, let it grow, and I think it's gonna be pretty tight for you overall. Is what I really think. All right, the last reading of the night. I guess we're ending soon. I know, Geester, you had a question. I'm waiting on Geester, actually. Geester, did you have a question? Geester, if you want to donate, I'll do a reading for you. I could do a reading, a dedicated video or something like that. I don't know. Life is too short. Has a question. What does D want from this connection? What does D want from this connection? Because
Everybody loves the D.
I think D just wants to, just wants a part of that. D may just want a bit of that. D may want some action. 8 of Cups. Oh my. Let's see. 6 of Swords and 10 of Swords. They want a quickie. That D wants a quickie. It's really obvious here. D wants a quickie. I leave I come back, I ride the train, I ride the party train, Six of Swords. I'm riding this thing, and then it ends. I leave, I come back, it ends. I leave, I come back, it ends. It looks like a quickie to me. It looks like something a little bit temporary, a little bit on the temporary side. Lady Vegas, you made it indeed. Lady Vegas, Merry Christmas to you. I hope you have a fantastic holiday. All right, Poonam, welcome. How you doing? They just want a little quickie D. D wants to get in and out, if you know what I'm saying. If you got the Six of Swords, they want some action with that. You got the Ten of Swords, a termination, and Eight of Cups, abandonment of anything sort of emotional, sort of unemotional pumping, I guess. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway. Oh, thank you for being here. I want to say Merry Christmas to everybody in chat. Merry Christmas to everybody that's watching this video later. I appreciate all of y'all. And Christmas is a time for me to just appreciate everything I have in my life. And one of the most amazing, magical, beautiful things in my life is coming on here, hanging out with my friends, because all of y'all are my friends. All of y'all are my friends, okay? Coming here, hanging out with my friends, being a part of your life, having you a part of my life, I appreciate all of you. I appreciate all of you. So thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for all your support this entire year. I love all of you, and I will see you. I'm not streaming tomorrow. I got to do the family thing. But Sunday, I am going to be here. Thank you for joining. Y'all have a fantastic holiday, and we'll see you Sunday.